back to my channel. I'm so excited for today's video. It is going to be my finale for my 2025 project pan, and it is always fun to come on, wrap the year up, do a finale, kind of see how successful you were in the year, and then I will have an introduction video coming for 2026. I am pretty much starting 2026 with all new products, so I have a separate introduction. My goal in 2026 is to have 26 empties in 2026, but that's not what today's video is about. Today's video is about all of the accomplishments we made throughout the 2025 rolling Project 10 pan. So if you're interested in seeing how many products I finished up, if I have any other empties before the end of the year, spoiler, I do. And just how we ended. Stay tuned. First, if you have yet to subscribe to my channel and you like project panning content, palette themed content, or just hanging out and chit chatting about makeup, I'd love if you'd consider subscribing before moving on. And other than that, let's jump into the video. All right, we are gonna start with how we ended for my Roen Mood Forever quad. This was the quad that I was focused on throughout this year. Next year I will be focused on my last remaining Roen quad, but I actually think I may keep this around and try and complete a couple of shades. But I will be posting pictures on the screen so you can kind of see where we started the year and where we are now. And I am just so proud of the progress that we made throughout the year. When I look at where this quad was when we started this year versus where it's at now, it just makes my heart so freaking happy. I didn't hit every single goal that I wanted to with this quad, but I'm still so happy with the progress that I made. So this is what the quad looks like today, now that we are ending the project. Oh, it makes me so happy to see a pan in every single shade. I wish we had finished these two up, but it's okay. I'll quickly go shade for shade and kind of share with you how many uses each of these got. So shockingly, this shade up here was my least favorite shade going into this year, but this actually got the most use. So as of the last update, I had reached for this 53 total times. I did reach for this 3 additional times this month, so we ended this shade at 56 uses. I'm so glad that there's a shade in here that got over 50 uses. This shade right here, I would have loved to have finished up this year. We were so close. And again, I might keep this around so that I can finish this up. But I went into this past update with 35 total uses. I reached for this 2 additional times, putting me at 37 total uses. This shade down here, my favorite shade in the entire palette, I was so close to reaching 50 uses on, but didn't quite get there. I was at 38 total uses going into this update. I reached for this an additional 6 times, so I am at 43 total uses here. I'd love to finish this one up too, so I think I'm gonna try and do that. And then we finally, at the very end, have a pan on this shade right here. I had 25 uses on this going into this update. I had 2 additional uses this past month, so we were at 27 total uses, and I'm honestly just so happy that we finally have a pan with this one. So total for the year, I had reached for this 84 times going into this past update. I reached for this an additional 10 times, so we ended at 94 total uses, just missing my goal of 100 total uses. But again, I do kind of want to keep this to try and finish up these 2 shades, and I still enjoy reaching for this one, so it'll get over, well, in its lifetime it's definitely gotten over 100 uses, but within this past year, 94 uses. All right, then I have my Kosas Blush is Life blush in the shade Bliss. And while this still has so much blush left in it, I am just so proud of how much use I've gotten out of this. Now, have some of the other blushes throughout my collection gone neglected? Yes. And I don't necessarily think I'm going to focus on a powder blush next year, just so I can really try and rotate through my blush collection. But what I've found with this blush is that it is my perfect everyday go-to blush, and I just absolutely loved having this in this project. I feel like the last several months I've gotten so much use out of this because it's been my go-to blush from a day to day. I'll be really curious to see if I feel like I've really made any progress from the beginning of the year to now. Like, does it feel like, I do feel like there's like definitely some of the dome wearing away specifically on this side, but I don't necessarily feel like I have made a ton of progress. But I do know I've reached for this so much. Like, I feel like I've gotten at least close to 50 uses on this blush, which is really saying a lot because I have a huge blush collection. So this is where we're ending with this one. All right, another blush I've been working on throughout several years, several projects, is my Merit Beverly Hills blush. And I'm so disappointed this isn't an empty, but when I look at where this was at the beginning of the year versus where this is now, I am so proud of the progress that I've made. I've definitely been focused on other things, and in fact, I do have 2 blush empties that I finished in December. So I had 2 liquid blush empties, which makes me so happy. And because I was able to accomplish that, I am okay with not having this as a total empty. This is something I absolutely am committed to finishing next year though, and especially like being on maternity leave, and I'm sure I won't be doing a ton of makeup, but maybe just want a little color on my cheeks from time to time. I feel like will be the perfect opportunity to reach for this a ton and hopefully finally show you guys an empty on this at some point in 2026. This is something that like once I'm fully flush with the packaging, I'm not going to be like digging into this product, which I have seen this as an empty and it almost looks like a pinwheel when you get to the actual like inner part of the packaging. I'm not going to be digging into it. We're just going to get flush with the packaging and then we're going to be so proud of an accomplished empty with this. Let's talk about my 2 pencil products next. Another product I really hope is an empty in 2026 is my Ilia eyeliner in the shade Dusk. I've been working on this for several years and this was my go-to primary eyeliner this year, and yet I just couldn't get this emptied, couldn't get it finished up. And honestly, when I compare the amount of product I have left to my progress this year, it's still gonna take me at least half of the year next year to finish this up, and that's with consistent use. This is the eyeliner that just literally never quits, so we're just gonna end it there for this. This is like the eyeliner that makes me so mad. Then I have my Makeup Forever lip liner in the shade Anywhere Caffeine. This is where I'm at. I rolled this in about halfway through the year. I will say I rolled this in basically right when I found out I was pregnant, and then I was like fighting for my life and not wearing makeup at all, and just have been kind of cycling through my lip liner collection. I bought the Bella Beauté Bar ones, which I've been really into, so I haven't been reaching for this one a ton. I am planning to roll in a different shade to my 2026 start, but I do still love this lip liner and plan to get a lot of use out of it next year. We'll see if I'm able to finish a different lip liner next year. When I rolled this in, I wasn't planning to finish this year. I was certainly planning to make more progress than I did. So there's that. This was kind of a bust, but that's okay. And then 2 more products to update you on before we get into my exciting 2 empties. So I have my Glossier Future Dew, which I actually have made more progress on this than I really was expecting to. I'm really happy with my progress on this, and this is something I hope I can finish in the first couple of months of 2026. I've actually been reaching for this a ton lately. It's my Glossier Future Dew. I will say this is not a product I plan to purchase when I finish this. I have gone through a full bottle myself. Glossier did send this one to me, so I've been working my way through it. And I think it's a beautiful product. It's just not my perfect everyday glowy product. So I won't buy this again, but I am really enjoying working my way through it. When I rolled this in much earlier this year, I had about 3/4 of this left, and I've slowly been making progress. And so this is where we are at now. So I have maybe 1/3 of this product left. I think this is beautiful to mix in with my foundation to make it a little bit glowier, or to potentially lighten it a little bit, kind of dilute it a little bit, and that's really how I've been getting use on this. This is something that I've reached for just about every day throughout the month of December, and like I said, I've really been enjoying this. I think I have at least 2 more months left before this is a complete empty, but I am really looking forward to finishing this in, fingers crossed, hopefully the early parts of 2026. Okay, this is really exciting because I thought I lost this product and I was absolutely devastated because I knew it was almost an empty. Plus I love this product, and then I found it at the bottom of my backpack. It's my Ole Henriksen Pout Preserve Peptide Lip Treatment. This easily would have been an empty had it not gone missing on me for a little bit. I rolled this in to replace Blood Orange earlier, like this fall, just because Blood Orange is definitely more of a summer shade for me. This is a beautiful fall shade, and I am so close to being done with this. I think either by the end of January or for sure like mid-February this will be an empty, which will be really exciting. This will be my 3rd or 4th Pout Preserve empty. This is one of my favorite lip balm lip treatment type of products, and I'm so excited to literally put this back in my backpack and bring this to work with me today, and just really excited to finish this. This shade specifically I would buy again. I find this to be one of the like least offensive shades slash flavors. It doesn't taste really chemically, and I do really enjoy the shade on this one. So bummer, because this definitely could have been an empty, but at least we're going into 2026 with some easy to finish products so we can have some success right off the bat. All right, and then I just have my 2 empties to finish it off with. I will have information in the description box down below, but with these 2 empties, essentially I have hit goal or emptied out 13 products throughout this year, which is crazy to think 13 only, and next year I want to double that and do 26, but I'm going to try and be a little bit more strategic next year. Anyway, the first empty I have is the Oma by Sharon C Flawless IRL Foundation. Now this is something I was so close to finishing earlier this year, but it was too deep for me. The shade was too deep, so I ended up mixing it with my Tula SPF drops, and when I did that, I basically brought it all the way back up to the top. I have been mixing this with my Glossier to lighten this up even more and get use out of this. I've also been mixing it with a light concealer, and I'm just so happy to be done with this. Unfortunately, the brand owner, Sharon C, passed away earlier this year, and this is a product that you can no longer get. I think you could no longer get it prior to that, but just devastating because this is such a beautiful foundation and it was under $20. I'm sad to be done with it, but also excited to have another foundation empty and another success within this project. So it took right up until the end, but we did finish this off. And then likely my proudest accomplishment is this liquid blush empty. This is my Say Dewy Blush in the shade Baby. I took the stopper out of this. I've literally scraped everything that I can get out of this. I reached for this just about every single day that I did my makeup this past month, but I was loving this. It gave the perfect cool toned, frosty baby cheek effect, and it really made me kind of into cream and liquid products again. I just had so much fun finishing this up. It feels like such an accomplishment to have a blush empty, to have a liquid blush empty, and I'm just so freaking happy about this. So let me know in the comments below if you guys, I want to know what your most exciting empty of 2025 was. Let a girl know in the comments below. But that is going to wrap it up for today's finale. Those are all of the products that I was not successful with and was successful with in the year of 2025. Again, let me know your proudest panning accomplishment in 2025 down below. Thank you guys so much for sticking around to watch and for supporting me and my channel as you guys always do. I love you guys so much, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.